Hey guys, this is Kosta. I help people break the system to build a better future. Today we're going to be talking about long-term care insurance.
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Face it, girls. I'm older and I have more insurance.
I own a healthcare company here in Tennessee, and we work with long-term care insurance all the time. The problem is nobody knows what long-term care insurance is.
What is this?
Let me explain to you in a scenario how most of the time it plays out. You work your entire life. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into building a career and saving money for retirement, a nest egg. A nest egg for you to live on, but also to pass down to your children. So when you turn 75, statistically there's an 80% chance that you're gonna need some form of long-term care, right? If you don't have that insurance to back it up, all that money that you just saved, all the money that you want to pass on to your kids will be gone.
Help me, I'm poor.
Because long-term care is expensive. And it's so expensive because it lasts such a long period of time. So you have to prepare, and you prepare with long-term care insurance. So what's the worst case scenario? Let's say that you suffered a stroke or a debilitating heart attack, or you have Alzheimer's. So there's a cognitive disability or a physical disability. Now, 90% of seniors want to remain at home regardless of if they have a disability or not. They don't want to go to a nursing home. They don't want to go to an assisted living. So if you're going to stay at home and you don't have long-term care insurance, you're going to spend $100,000 a year on care. Now imagine this. Let's say you did a great job and you saved $1 million. That's only going to last you 10 years. If you had this stroke at 65, by the time that you're 75, it's game over. You're out of cash. That's why long-term care insurance is so important, because it comes in and it supplants that expense. And you're allowed to spend the money for your care without touching that nest egg.
Don't use nest, don't use egg. If you're out in the forest, you can point. The bird lives in a round stick.
So what's the best case scenario? The best case scenario is that somewhere between the ages of 40 and 50, you bought long-term care insurance, right? So now when you're 75, you are able to use that long-term care insurance and pay for the services that you need. You will be paying a day, 140, 150 bucks a day, the equivalent of what it will cost you a month when you're paying for long-term care insurance between the ages of 40 and 50. Why is that important? Because it allows for your family members to continue to live their lives, not be burdened by who's taking care of you, who's taking the night shift, do we have to consider nursing home care, right? Coupled with, and probably the most important part, is that you have control. Control over who cares for you, where you receive care, nursing home, assisted living, etc., and what type of care you receive. The best time to invest in long-term care insurance is between the ages of 40 and 50. It will cost you somewhere between $150 and $250 a month, as long as you don't have any significant pre-existing conditions. Now, you'll spend about that much on care every single day. So here's the thing about long-term care insurance that nobody's probably ever told you. Health insurance doesn't pay for long-term care. Medicare doesn't pay for long-term care. Medicaid does, but you have to spend down all of your assets to qualify because it's meant for low-income Americans. So most people, most everyday Americans, they fall into this bubble where you make too much money, you don't qualify for Medicaid, and you don't have enough money to pay for the care that you need. So that's why long-term care insurance is so important. How do you find a long-term care policy? Well, I would first start with talking to your insurance agent. Now, I will tell you, not a lot of people know what long-term care is, specifically insurance agents, so you might have to do a little bit of digging. Once you find an agent that you trust, that you feel comfortable with, call them, talk to them about what you're trying to accomplish, and get some long-term care insurance to protect you, but more importantly, protect your assets.
The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT, California.
So what does long-term care insurance cover? Well, that's simple. If you want to stay in your own home and receive care with meal prep, bathing, assistance with errands, it'll pay $100 to $150 a day for that service. If you are sick and want to live in a facility, it'll also pay for the assisted living facility, for the nursing home, and at times it might even pay for a retirement community. So why is this important as an investment into your future? The reason is it's designed to protect your generational wealth that you want to pass on when you die. So when is it too late to get long-term care insurance? Well, the analogy is if you've already wrecked your car, you can't get insurance on it. So if you're already in a nursing home or you're already suffering and need access to long-term care, it is too late to try and apply for that insurance. The thing is, guys, is if you prepare now, you're going to be able to have security in your later years. Okay? Protecting your future, protecting the wealth that you worked so hard for is going to be possible by having this long-term care insurance policies. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, please put them down in the comment section below.